So in the last class, I was talking about the easier way to doing percentage calculations. Like if you want to calculate 43 1/3% of, let's say, some 1800. So the normal formula says that 1800 into 43 1/3 by 100. So this will take a lot of time to solve this. But if you break this percentage into two parts, like you can easily see that there is 133 1/3% in it, and the second part has 10%. So now this will be 600 because this is 1/3 of the number, and 1/3 of 1800 is 600, and 10% will be 180. So rather than doing this calculation, I can just add these two numbers to find out the value of this percentage. So what my point is, like, if you have the table done, and if you'll do the table, you can actually bifurcate every percentage value or many percentage value into parts, and then you'll just have to find out the fractional part and add them to get the percentage. Or just like if you want to calculate, let's say 29%, so you can do it 30 minus 1. So so this was very basic, but even the typical percentage values can be calculated like this. And the second, in reverse, if you wanted to calculate some percentage of 1800, so you can do the same things in reverse way. If you want to calculate that 680 is what percent of 1800. So with this, I know that 180 will be 10%, 360 will be 20%, and then 720 will be 40%. So if I'll add these two, 540 will be 30%. So I can go by any of the example. Even I can go ahead, like if I can add 540 plus 90 plus something, like everywhere I will have a percentage value, like this is 30%, this is 5%. I can add these and get the percentage value, or I can do the subtraction part also. So I know that 720 is 40%, and if I'll remove 118 and then 118, I'm removing the 1% and 1%. Are you getting my point, everyone? What I'm doing here? I'm trying to calculate the percentage value of 680 out of 1800. So I took the reference of 720, which is 40% of the number, which you can easily see that 180 is 10%. So if you multiply it by 4, you'll be getting 720. So what I did, I subtracted 18 and then 18, and then you have to subtract 4 more to get 680. So this is 40% minus 1% minus 1% minus 4 by 18%. So you just subtract these from 40 and you'll get the required percentage value. So this was the thing that we did in last time. And the last type of problem was if the percentage value is given, like if you are getting, if you have, let's say somebody told you that 37 1/2% of X is, let's say 39. So what will be the percentage value? What will be the total value? So what will be the X or total value? So you know that the one way was to do it like if you know that 37 1/2% is 3/8 of X. So then you can usually, you can find that 1/8 will be 13 and the X will be 13 into 8. And if there are other numbers instead of 37 1/2, like if someone has given you like 32% of X is 96. So if you divide 96 by 32, you will be getting the 1% value of 1%. And just multiply it by 100, then you'll be getting the entire value of 100%. Okay. So now, now we'll be going little ahead than this. So for any percentage value, you know that there is a value which is called base value, for which percentage is being calculated, and there is a value for which percent is being calculated. So like जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि 1800 and you have to find 680, percentage of 680. This is base value and this is the value for which we are calculating percentage. So now in just one question you can have two different bases. Like let's consider there are three persons, A, B, C, and A has the salary of 80,000, B has a salary of 120,000, and C has a salary of, let's say, 160,000. So if you want to calculate the percentage of A with respect to B and C, like A's salary is 66 2 by 3% of B, because what do you see here? The ratio between A and B is 2/3. So A's salary is 66 2 by 3% of B, and B's salary is, sorry, at the same time, A's salary is 50% of C. So you may find, I'm just writing it as an example, you may find this as a statement that if somebody says, or if I'm asking a question that if A's salary is 60,000 and it is 75% of B and 80% of 75% of B and 80% of C. Find B's is to C. The ratio of B salary is to C salary. So this question may, if you can see here, there are two percentage values, 75% and 80%. But for these two percentage value, the base values are different, because the A's salary is fixed. The value for which percentage have been calculated is 60,000. That is same for both the case. But there are two base values, B and C here. And B, the salary of B and C here. So the same number can be different person can take different percentage value with respect to different base. So here the A's salary is 60,000 and it is 75% of the B and at the same time 80% of the C. So while calculating here, you have to do the same thing that we have been teaching you before. I have been teaching you before. Here you have to find the salary of B by considering that 60 is 75%. So if I'll divide by this, I'll be getting value of 1%, and I will multiply by this, I'll be getting the value of 10%, 100%. So this will be the B salary. And for C salary, again, I'll do the same thing. I'll divide 60 by 80 to get 1% value of 1%, and I'll multiply it by 100 to get the value of 100%. So here you'll be getting what?
80,000.
Perfect. 80,000. And here you'll be getting what?
75,000.
So if they are asking, or if someone is asking the ratio, so you can just easily calculate that 16 is to 15 is the ratio of B and C. So while when you'll start solving the question, you'll find that uh, in just one question you have multiple percentage value, but they are not coming from the same base. They are coming from different bases. So we can create multiple questions, or many situations where you have to use multiple bases, and then you will be getting multiple percentage value. So while solving question, you should remember that not all percentage are same in one question. They can have different value. So now the next type of complexity, or next thing that I would like to explain here is that we have already done that if I am increasing 1/5 in any quantity, so like one thing in 1/5 in x, the new number will become what percent of x? Increase 1/5 in x, new number is what percent of x? क्या बताओगे इसमें? The new number is what percent of x? अच्छा बताओ, परसेंटेज में बढ़ाओ. 1/5 क्या होता है? How much percent is 1/5?
20%.
तो अगर x में 20% बढ़ाओगे तो x अपने आप का कितना परसेंट हो जाता है? बोलो. 120% हो जाएगा ना? है? अगर आप किसी भी नंबर का 20%, if you increase 20% of any number in that number, it will become 120% of itself. Are you getting my point, everyone?
No, sir, I didn't understand the 120 part, sir.
देखो, जैसे अगर हम बोलते हैं ना कि आप किसी नंबर का आधा उसमें ऐड कर दो, ठीक है, तो कितना हो जाता है? You say it has become 1.5 गुना, 1.5 times. Do you say that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
है ना? अगर किसी नंबर में सेम नंबर ऐड कर दो तो it will become double of itself.
Yes, sir.
तो similarly अगर हम परसेंटेज में बात कर रहे हैं, तो if I am adding 50% of something in that number, it will become 150%.
Yes, sir.
So say in the same way, if I am adding 20%
Okay, sir.
of any number in any number, it will become 120% of itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the problem here, Anna, you will be getting a very a unique set of problems where you will be asked to go back to the previous number. Like if I'll say x has been increased by 25%. Now, in order to reverse back, in order to go back to x, I'm writing it in a detailed way. In order to go back to x, how much percent we need to decrease from the new number? How much percent we need to decrease the new number? बताओ तो. किसी नंबर को अगर हम
will it be 25%? Because
no, that's the thing that you have to understand here. Once you will increase the number by 25%, let's say let's take an example that 100 has been taken. So if you'll increase the 100 by 25%, 25 will be added and it will become 125. Okay, it is clear?
yes, sir.
Now if you want to go back to the previous number, of course the number that you need to decrease is 25 only. And because if you want to reach back to 100, you have to subtract 25. But since they have asked that how much percent we need to decrease, so I told you that every percentage have two unique features. Like every time when there is a question to find percentage, there will be two things that you need to find out. One, कि whose percentage is whose or which numbers percentage whose percentage have to be calculated. And second, what will be the base? On what base? Are you getting my point? I told you that percentage
Yes, sir.
without this two thing is like nothing. मतलब like percentage have to have these two things. किसका percentage निकालना है और किसके ऊपर निकालना है. तो जब इस क्वेश्चन को आप ध्यान से पढ़ो, that it has written that x has been increased by 25% in order to go back to x, how much percent we need to decrease. So the last statement said how much percent we need to decrease. So अब हमको 125 से 25 घटाना है, तो किसका परसेंटेज निकालना है, which numbers परसेंटेज निकालना है, ये आपको दिख रहा है. वो तो 25 का ही निकालना है क्योंकि डिक्रीज तो यही करना है ना. इज एवरीवन गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? किसका परसेंटेज निकालना है? 25 का. और डिक्रीज किसको करना है? हमें 125 को करना है. तो व्हाट विल बी द बेस? बेस यहाँ पे क्या होगा?
So 125.
Exactly. Now you need to find कि how much percent 25 is for 125. तो ये अब आप जैसे भी तरीके से निकालो, you have been taught to calculate it in multiple way. Either you can do this, or if you can visualize that it is 1/5, then it will become 20%. So when you are increasing 25%, you have to decrease just 20% in order to reach the previous number. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. So I can ask you a different question also, like on same type of question, but I'll go back. The decrease. I'll be doing the decrease part first. So a number got decreased by 33%. 33 1/3%. Same question. A decreased by 33% to reach B. Now, what percentage I should increase? Of course, you have to increase in B. What percentage I have to increase to reach back to A? बताओ.
So could you repeat the question?
A को एक नंबर है A जिसको 33 1/3 सॉरी 33 1/3% डिक्रीज करके B बनाया गया. ठीक है, मतलब उसको कम कर दिया गया 33 1/3 से. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
Now, in order to go back, like वापस A पे लेके जाना है, तो B में परसेंटेज चेंज क्या करना पड़ेगा? बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, घटाना पड़ेगा? पहले ये बताओ. Will you have to increase or decrease it?
Decrease, sir.
इंक्रीज करना पड़ेगा ना. A से तो डिक्रीज होके आया है वो B पे.
Oh, okay, sir. Sorry, increase.
हाँ,
Yeah,
तो you
I
have
got
to
it.
go if you are willing to go back to A, you have to increase the decreased value. तो अब वही पूछा गया है कि what percentage value you have to increase to reach A. इसका क्या रिप्लाई करेंगे बताओ. तो यहाँ पे if you'll see that अगर मैं तुमसे बोलूं कि A को 100 ले लो, ठीक है, और फिर एक एग्जांपल के तौर पे 33 1/3% सब्सट्रैक्ट करो, तो ये घट के 66 2/3 हो जाएगा. एंड देन यू गो बैक टू 33 1/3, मतलब घटाना पड़ेगा, और यू विल बी अगेन सॉरी मतलब जोड़ना पड़ेगा. इस समय यहाँ घटाया हमने, यहाँ ऐड करेंगे, देन इट विल बी बिकम 100 अगेन. सो नाउ हियर द परसेंटेज, मतलब किस वैल्यू का परसेंटेज निकालना है? 33 1/3 का दिस. और बेस क्या होगा? ये, क्योंकि यहाँ से इंक्रीज हो रहा है. तो इफ यू राइट 33 1/3 बाई 66 2/3 इंटू 100 माइनस पे, तो ये 2 से कट जाएगा. अब एक ट्रिक इसमें ये है कि चूंकि कहने मतलब कि एवरीबडी नोज दैट 33 1/3% जो होता है वो 1/3 होता है. तो रेदर देन टेकिंग 100, I could have taken A as 3 only. कि A जो है वो 3 है, उसका 1/3 डिक्रीज किया गया, तो इट बिकम्स 2. नाउ यू वांट टू गो बैक टू A, तो फिर से 1 बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. यू विल गो बैक टू 1. तो now the percentage किसका calculate करना है? You have to calculate the percentage of 1 on base 2. तो 1 by 2 into 100. It will become 50%. यहाँ पे भी ये आपका 50% है. तो this will मतलब this will give you an insight that why we actually want you to learn all the table, and you should keep in your mind that what percentage value will be for every fraction. So in that case, you don't have to deal with x always, 100 always. You can just take the minimum integer which represents that percentage, and you can do the calculation based on that. So similarly, let's say now everyone can tell me if 16 2 by 3% has been increased from A to B, then what will be the decrease percentage to reach A? अब बताओ कितना डिक्रीज करना पड़ेगा. अब यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे 100 लेना विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. फिर 100 में तुम 16 2 by 3% ऐड करोगे, इट विल बिकम 160. 116 2 by 3, and then again जब उसमें से सब्सट्रैक्ट करोगे तो it will become quite tough to find the percentage value. तो what will you do here? बताओ. कोई है यहाँ पे अस्तित्व?
सर 1 अज्यूम कर लेंगे और फिर 16 by 2 by 3 को फ्रैक्शन के फॉर्म में लिख के.
नहीं, बेटर नहीं है कि हम A को 6 अज्यूम कर लें? बिकॉज 16 2 by 3% क्या होता है बताओ?
1 by 6.
1 by 6 of any number. Any number. तो 1 by 6 of any number है, तो अगर हम 6 अज्यूम कर लेते हैं तो ये परसेंटेज की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 1. तो 6 में 1 बढ़ाना है और 7 आ गया, तो B will be the 7, मतलब B, the value of B will be 7. अब अगर 7 से वापस 6 बनाना है तो फिर से 1 घटाओगे, तो अब परसेंटेज किसका निकालना है? इस 1 का ही परसेंटेज निकालना है, बट द बेस विल बी 7. So the percentage decrease, the required percentage decrease is 1 by 7 into 100 कर दो, और basically you know what is 1 by 7. So 14 2 by 7%. Now did you get the point? Everyone please tell me yes or
So
no.
could you repeat this one more time?
मैंने सिर्फ ये किया कि 16 2 by 3% को विजुलाइज करने के लिए I took 6 as A.
Okay,
Why?
sir.
Because 16 2 by 3% is 1/6 of anything.
Yes, sir.
तो 1/6 है, तो मिनिमम इंटीजर फॉर विच 1/6 विल बी अ पॉजिटिव नंबर, वो पॉजिटिव इंटीजर होगा, वो 6 ही होगा. 6 का 1/6 निकाल सकते हैं,
Yes,
है ना?
sir.
तो हमने A को 6 ले लिया, अब उसका 1/6 लेंगे तो वो 1 होगा. तो
Yes.
6 में 1 का इंक्रीज हुआ एंड द नंबर बिकम 7. अब वापस आना है तो 7 से 1 का डिक्रीज करना पड़ेगा एंड द नंबर विल बिकम 6 अगेन. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
तो 1/6 को, अब दोनों ही बात तुम्हें ध्यान रखनी है, 1/6 को कंपनसेट करने के लिए वापस 1/7 आना पड़ता है, एंड इन परसेंटेज फॉर्म 16 2 by 3% को कंपनसेट करने के लिए 14 2 by 7% वापस आना पड़ेगा. एंड इट इज वेरी ऑब्वियस ऑल्सो, बिकॉज यहाँ पे बेस आपका छोटा वैल्यू है, तो यहाँ पे 1 की परसेंटेज वैल्यू ज्यादा थी, यहाँ बेस आपका बड़ा हो गया, देन 1 विल हैव स्मॉलर परसेंटेज वैल्यू. So this actually will remind you this exercise that is given on your sheet that I have already explained how to do it. So if you take one simple number, like if you take let's say 20, so you have to find out the percentage of 20 out of when the total is 20. तो कितना परसेंट होगा? 100 होगा. If the total is 40, it will become what? 50%. If the total is 60, it will become 33 1 by 3%. If the total is 80, it will become 25%. तो वही चीज है यहाँ पे, आपका ये जो इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज है दैट इज सेम. in term of value, but in term of percentage it will get decreased because 6 से बड़ा हो गया 7. ठीक है, अब ये ध्यान रहेगा तुम्हें.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, अब आते हैं एक और सिंपल कैलकुलेशन पे, and probably this will be the last thing that I'll be doing today. Actually परसेंटेज में हम तुम्हें ज्यादा टाइम इसलिए दे रहे हैं because it is very mandatory skill. So if you will not do this right now, अगर इसकी एक्सरसाइज सही टाइम पे नहीं करते हो, you will not be able to understand neither profit and loss, nor simple interest, neither compound interest, और बेसिक्स भी आपसे कवर नहीं हो पाएगा. एंड DI भी प्रॉब्लम करेगा वहां पे, क्योंकि फ्रैक्शनल परसेंटेज नहीं आता. इसलिए एवरीवन मस्ट सॉल्व द सीट. और ऑफ कोर्स हम लोग सीट सॉल्व करने की भी क्लास रखते हैं, एंड देन दैट क्लास विल बी, मतलब इस वीक में हम वो भी क्लास रखेंगे जिसमें हम सीट सॉल्व करेंगे, बट उससे पहले आप खुद से कर लो, बेटर होगा, है ना. आखिर हमारा सॉल्व किया हुआ देखोगे, इट विल नॉट हेल्प यू लॉट, बट वंस यू डू ट्राई बाय योरसेल्फ, so then you'll be able to understand even in that class कि what is happening. तो सब लोग इसको बनाओ. Now the अब मुझे एक बात बताओ, everybody knows what is fraction and what is percentage and how fraction is related to percentage. तो अगर मैं कोई एक नंबर लूं, जैसे मैंने x ले लिया, अब मैं बोलूं कि 1x में कुछ चीज मल्टीप्लाई कर देता हूँ, जैसे x में मैंने मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया 1/5. So what will I get? बोलो. x में अगर 1/5 मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, what will I get?
So 1/5 part of x.
Of course, और परसेंटेज में
So 20% of that.
20% of
हाँ एग्जैक्टली. तो 20% of x. तो अगर मैं बोलूं, अच्छा एक मिनट और, एक सेकंड, और अगर मैं x में 4/5 मल्टीप्लाई कर दिए, so what will I get?
80% of x.
Exactly 80% of x only. So अगर तुमसे इसी को दूसरे टर्म में पूछूं कि x got multiplied by 4/5, what is the decrease percentage? तो decrease percentage क्या होगा? 20% डिक्रीज होगी.
20%.
एग्जैक्टली, क्योंकि जो x 4/5 मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हो तो डिक्रीज हो गया तुम्हारा 1/5. तो ये डिक्रीज जो है वो 21/5 जो है 20% होता है. सो इफ एनी टाइम अगर आपसे कोई पूछे कि परसेंटेज चेंज क्या है, इसमें ऐसे टाइप के क्वेश्चंस में यू विल हैव मतलब यू विल बी गेटिंग हेल्प फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. अच्छा, एक दो और एग्जांपल लेते हैं. x got multiplied by 9/7, तो इंक्रीज परसेंटेज क्या है बताओ?
2/7 को
2/7
percentage.
इज, हाँ ये तो फ्रैक्शनल वैल्यू हो गया, और 28 4/7 इज द इंक्रीज परसेंटेज वैल्यू. ठीक है, तो ये तुमको टेबल से दिख जाएगा. तो अब जैसे मान लो कि मैंने बोला कि एक फ्रैक्शन है, मतलब देयर इज अ फ्रैक्शन जिसमें हमने न्यूमरेटर गॉट increased by 50%. ठीक है, and denominator got decreased by 33 1/3%. So you have to find the percentage change in fraction. जो यहाँ शुरू में फ्रैक्शन था, you have to find percentage change in fraction. और ऐसे कोई भी सवाल होगा, मतलब इस तरह का नहीं, इसे जब भी परसेंटेज चेंज का, तो you will have a golden rule or best way to do it. कोई ट्रिक कोई टिप्स नहीं लगाना, you just consider a fraction x by y और a by b. ये हमारा फ्रैक्शन है. ठीक है, अब क्या बोलता है कि x जो न्यूमरेटर जो है वो गॉट इंक्रीज बाय 50%। तो 50% के इंक्रीज का मल्टीप्लायर क्या होता है बताओ? अगर कोई चीज 50% बढ़ी है तो 150% हो गई। एंड व्हाट विल बी द मल्टीप्लायर? बोलो, अभी तो कोई बोल रहा था, टेल मी। 50% इंक्रीज का मल्टीप्लायर क्या है? खुशी बोलो।
सर मल्टीप्लाई का मतलब समझ में नहीं आया मुझे इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट
अच्छा,
में।
हाँ चलो ठीक है, मैं एक्सप्लेन। मल्टीप्लायर मतलब कि इफ यू वांट टू इंक्रीज एनीथिंग बाय 50%, आपको उसमें क्या मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा? 3/2 मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, अगर फ्रैक्शनल मल्टीप्लायर की बात करें हम तो। जैसे अभी ऊपर यही समझाया था ना मैंने कि ये फ्रैक्शनल मल्टीप्लायर है। तो अगर जैसे 20% इंक्रीज करना है तुम्हें एक्स में, तो तुम क्या मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हो? 6/5 मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो हो जाएगा 20% इंक्रीज। अभी समझ में आया?
यस सर, आ गया।
तो अगर आपको नॉमिनेटर में 50% इंक्रीज करना है तो उसमें क्या मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा? 3/2।
3/2।
और डिनोमिनेटर में अगर 33 1/3% सब्सट्रैक्ट करना है तो क्या मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा?
2/3।
2/3 ऑफ कोर्स। 33 1/3% अगर हटाना है तो 1/3 हटाओगे, है ना? इफ यू रिमूव 1/3 फ्रॉम एनी नंबर इट विल बिकम 2/3। तो नाउ कीप x by y part intact. So like in calculation, I'll keep x by y intact and rest everything I'll write like 3/2 into, then it will got reverse 3/2 again, and it will become x by y. I am keeping it intact, x by y into 9/4. So what do you see? What is happening here? If I'll multiply anything by 9/4, how much percent growth is there? अच्छा, 9/4 अगर मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है किसी नंबर में तो बढ़ रहा है कि घट रहा है? पहले ये बताओ।
बढ़ रहा है।
और कितना बढ़ रहा है?
5 पार्ट्स।
हाँ, मतलब 4 पे 5 और बढ़ गया, तो टोटल कितना हो गया? 125% बढ़ रहा है। तो दिस
राइट।
इज ग्रोथ ऑफ परसेंटेज चेंज जो है वो 125% का हो जाएगा। आई गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल, रुक जाओ, तब तुम्हें ज्यादा समझ में आएगा। द सेम क्वेश्चन है ना, मतलब यहाँ पे मैं डिलीट कर दे रहा हूँ, यहीं पे पूछ ले रहा हूँ। The same question, numerator got increased by 25% and denominator got decreased by 50%. Okay. Now you find the percentage change in fraction. Okay. तो अभी इसमें क्या करोगे बताओ? x by y है. Okay. Wait. Let me change the. Even the denominator got increased by 20% लेस से, ठीक है? तो अब आपके पास नंबर है x by y. So what is happening to the x? x में क्या चेंज आ रहा है? It is being increased by what? 25%. तो मल्टीप्लायर क्या होगा x का?
5/4।
Okay. तो x becomes 5/4 of x. 5/4. And डिनोमिनेटर में क्या चेंज आ रहा है?
इंक्रीज बाय 20% तो 6/5।
5. 6/5. And what I'll do to change to calculate the percentage change, I will keep the original quantity intact, and it will become 5/4 into 5/6, which is 25/24. X by y into 25/24. So what is happening here? Is it increasing or decreasing?
इट्स इंक्रीजिंग।
By what fraction?
1/24।
हाँ, तो आपको अगर परसेंटेज चेंज फाइंड आउट करना है तो यू जस्ट हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई 1/24 into 100. So this will be your percentage change. So like we were keeping x by y intact. This particular method, or not method, this particular thought process and concept will help you at many places. Like one more example I'll give you. So there is a rectangle. एक rectangle है whose length got increased by 33 1/3%. Okay, and width got decreased by 20%. Decreased by 20%. So the total change in area, total percentage change in area. If you are being asked this type of questions, matlab the previous question was very much like this question. We know the area of a rectangle will become L into B. So I'll just put the changes here. L has increased by what? बताओ?
4/3.
The multiplier of 33 1/3% change का 4/3 होगा, and the width is being decreased by 20%. तो multiplier क्या होगा उसका? 4/5 only होगा ना? बोलो, ये समझ में आ रहा है तुम लोग को?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? So now, in order to find the change in the area, I'll keep the area intact. So I'll just put L into B away from the numbers. So it will become L into B, and then this is my area. I'll keep it intact, and I'll put the other numbers together, 16/15. So what is happening here? The area is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Increasing, sir.
Increasing by what number?
1/15.
1/15, this fraction. And you just have to write the percentage change by the table, or you can write it by calculating also. So 1/15 कितना होता है? 62/3%. So the answer will be 62/3% rise. Okay. So these are the 2-3 type of complexity that will be facing in very basic level, and then you can have other complexities also, but just remember these 3-4, and you will be able to find answers for other questions as well. So let me stop the recording.